Hello and welcome back to Riftwalkers. We finally have our final permanent cast member joining the party tonight. A good friend of mine and fellow podcaster and D&D player, Laurel.
Hi!
Well, you want to give us a little bit about yourself, Laurel, and who you'll be playing?
Oh, golly.
Don't reveal too much.
I was going to say, how much do you want me to actually say? Well, I'm Laurel. Hi. I've been playing D&D about twice a week for almost over a year now. It's a little consuming. I've been consumed. I'm a novelist. I'm a playwright. I do a lot of theater. I really do love D&D a lot. It's like my biggest passion right now. So I'm super excited to be here. So thank you for having me, everybody.
And then what's your character's name and class? You don't have to reveal the race.
Which name do you want?
The one that everyone else will know.
Okay.
See, when Ryan gets this stupid, the one that everyone else will know. My wonderful secret is still hidden.
That is a secret. His name is Valentine, and he is a wizard.
Great. Now, on to the show. The party of Reese, Lyrian, Luca, Mick, and Ifran have just infiltrated the courtyard to Count Algir's estate. Like I said last time, there's a little river running through the sort of eastern side of it that separates the estate proper from a small sort of servants' village, still housed within the walls, but separate nonetheless. In this square, there are tables and revelers and drinks and torches and confetti and fireworks, and it is a blast. It's a ball, if anything. And now, as Reese, Luca, Lyrian, Mick, and Ifran have been reunited now after their successful infiltration, Reese has handed everyone their party masks. You are free to go about your business.
Ifran looks confused for a moment, but then he focuses himself, puts on the mask, leans over, and he says, Mick, I'm very confused, but please, we will talk about this after the party.
Sure thing. I was just about to suggest the same.
But is there anything else that I need to know?
Just keep close.
Mick, disguised as the Lady Quenberg with her knight errant alongside her, leads the way.
Yes, leads away. And then where's the other guy who was directing us before? The guard? Is he back with us now?
He went back to the front gate to continue, ushering people inside. He was just a sort of temporary steward for you.
Okay. So I motion to the group and look behind me, I'm assuming, or look to the group and say, shall we? And then I continue forward to the estate.
As everybody is walking in, Ifran, in a low voice, right, so as to not be overheard by any prying eyes or ears, he says to everyone, and I'm sure I do not need to remind you, but there are many very dangerous people here. So please, be discreet, be safe. If you get caught and captured, I will do what I can to help you. But, again, there are very dangerous people here. I cannot guarantee anybody's survival.
Reese, kind of understanding now the gravity of the situation, just leans in close to the group as they are huddled. And just says, well, we should probably be quick about it then. Perhaps you can help us out a little bit, point us in the correct direction. What does he look like? What are we looking for?
Unfortunately, I myself have never had an audience with the Count. But I do believe that we will know when we see him. And people like the Count like to make their station known. So I believe that we will be able to deduce who the Count is.
As the party moves toward the estate proper and starts climbing the stairs that lead up to the main entrance, which is dwarfed by these massive pillars in front of this gorgeous facade, there's a figure standing rather nonchalantly against one of said pillars.
Taking a drag on a cigarette.
Always.
Who maybe cocks their head at the sight of one Lady Quenberg.
Oh, I sure do. Crap. Are you my dad?
Yes. That is my secret identity as your father.
So I continue forward and I'm going to these gates. I see this suspicious character. And of course I'm skeptical because I am. So
I'm gonna follow.
All right. So as the party moves inside, this character who, Laurel, why don't you describe a little bit of how they are dressed?
Okay. Dressed very well, very finely, in all black for the most part. Simple black mask. Stands about 6 feet tall. Looks to be mixed Tailic and Fellish. Individual male, maybe like 20, 25 years old. He has long black hair that's braided about to his shoulder, and he also has a barn owl on the other shoulder and a rather ceremonious-looking staff with like a clear quartz crystal sticking out the top of it.
All right, so then as you move inside the estate, going through these massive double doors, this character follows right behind. As you go into a small antechamber, which leads to then a grand hall proper, where on the far side are a set of stairs that go up from the left and right side, meet in the middle, and then extend backwards into a grand array of stairs that go up to a large grandstand where there are tables and nobles and all sorts of revelry and debauchery going on. And in the middle of this grand hall, which is lit by thousands upon thousands of candles in these immaculate crystal chandeliers hanging high above there, is just the most raucous party you could possibly imagine. Like, these people may be dressed to high heaven in the finest silks and hidden by these masks, but there is some crazy dancing going on. There is a massive amount of ale flowing, and there are substances galore. This is not a party for the faint-hearted.
Ifran turns to the group and he says, I believe it is best that we split up. Perhaps do not leave the grand ballroom, but we might have better luck and be more inconspicuous if we talk to the party guests individually. How sneaky is Laurel's character being here? Like,
Not very at all.
so it's pretty obvious that we're being tailed.
He's not tailing you so much as he's like hovering in the sense of like
He's doing that awkward thing where like he's standing close enough to the group that everyone knows he wants to be in the group,
Yep.
but he's not.
Meets your eye
joining.
contact, but then like looks away, like just a normal party goer.
100%. It's like that thing in high school where everybody's standing in a circle and there's like that one person like behind two people's shoulders going, like they know what's going on.
Oh yes,
That's
I know
about
that
right
all
now.
too well. That
and
was
awkwardly
me.
waves to someone behind this character, this person, only to receive a wave back from this person and awkwardly look back. Just that's not who I was looking at.
Yep.
So yeah, if it's not apparent, then Ifran does go to Luca's. Luca, one moment before you leave, please. And does Luca approach him?
Luca walks over to Ifran, but actually keeps an eye on Mr. Staff Guy because he's like that. Why is this dude following me?
I wave. Just like that.
It's like
Hello.
really low, very cool,
Really,
low,
really
very
little,
cool.
really low, yeah. Mhm.
I should mention that, Luca, the more time you spend in this room, the more pain your mark is.
Oh, 'cause that's very important. But so he turns to Ifran, and he's not yet. It's he's noticed. Obviously, it hurts, but he's not yet reached a point where it's like noticeable in his posture or anything. That
Right.
something's happening.
Luca, I am sure you have noticed the fellow in the black following us. The others of our party, they are a little more high profile, but I think it will be best if we confront this individual sooner rather than later. Would you please accompany me?
I couldn't agree more.
Okay. And Ifran and Luca approach the stranger in black.
Does the feeling intensify as he approaches?
It lessens.
Nice. You see Luca shake his head in kind of like a head-clearing manner.
Okay. Ifran and Luca approach the character in black, and Ifran gives a slight bow, and says, Hello, friend. How are you doing this fine evening?
Laurel, you would believe that Luca is a sort of also tailish, fellish mix,
Mhm.
whereas you would know that Ifran is emeric.
Okay.
So he's a little shorter. He has almost like a tint of gold in his skin.
I get very excited at being approached at all, and I say, "Oh, hello. I'm doing very well. How are you?"
I am doing very well. Have you ever been to such an occasion before?
I have a few times, but not. I don't really know anyone here. Then I recognized the Lady Krenberg, and I wanted to attach myself to someone that I knew.
You are a friend of the Lady Quenberg.
We are acquainted. We've met several times at various functions. Yes.
Ah, yes. but never any formal business.
Are we like best friends? No, but we know each other.
Best friends. Never mind that. It is very interesting. You must be a man of high stature.
I suppose, yes.
Luca, as these two are talking, Luca approaches, and you said it was a barn owl, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he approaches, he sees a barn owl and a staff, and you seem to have some interesting trinkets with you. I suppose they all have a reason for these things that you carry. Are you maybe a worker of intent?
I have been known to practice it, yes.
Absolutely fascinating. In fact, and then remembering, because it lessened, but it's coming back stronger, remembering that he can't, in fact, take this time to interrogate, he says, but I have, unfortunately, a pressing matter. I would, however, like to greet the host. You wouldn't know the Count, would you?
You have seen him.
Okay.
He is
He's a
fairly
hunchback.
grotesque,
I love him already.
one-legged, wheelchair-bound man.
Excellent.
Holy crap!
He's very distinctive.
And he's grotesque.
This changes a lot of things.
He does not like his sponge bath.
You will not quickly forget him. You see him once, you see him everywhere in your nightmares.
Oh my gosh.
Then Luca, I guess, taking this information. Interesting indeed. Not quite the person that I thought I would find. I do know that he has a particular interest in the kin. Would you know anything about that?
Not that particular interest, no. But in that moment, Val does kind of like do one of those little, kind of pulls his head back, like, "Oh dear."
Oh dear, I'm
that
getting
was not.
interrogated.
Yeah, that was not some information that he was expecting to hear.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, you're at a nice party, and somebody
Lots of
casually brings up
debauchery
human
in the back.
trafficking. So, well,
Well, I'm going to guess from Tristra that it's not a big deal in these parts.
Speaking of Tristra, you actually spy her walking not 5 feet behind you as she glances in your direction.
And Luca, upon seeing her,
You meet eyes.
he's in this like red gold getup, right? It's like it's so garish to the point of being foppish. And so he's got his little hat on. They lock eyes for a second, and there's a battle going on in his brain right now. And then you just see him give, he takes the hat off and gives a very deep bow. He comes back up and walks away.
Well, maybe you attempt to walk away at least, because Tristra is immediately like just enamored with you. Like her eyes light up, and she strolls to your side, and she kind of runs her hand along the side of your face and then onto your shoulder, and she's like, "Well, you are an interesting specimen. I have seen many strong fellows, but not so many that catch my eye, such as yourself."
wow. Wow.
It's just
Okay.
My gosh.
Oh yeah, this Tristra's great. Luca, completely forgetting about Guy with Owl.
Fair.
In Luca's defense, he does not know Guy with Owl's name, so he can only at this point refer to Guy with Owl. So he turns to her and he says, "And I don't think I've ever seen something quite as striking as you are."
Well, thank you for that compliment. What may I call you?
I am known as Brachus among people I am interested in.
You may call me my lady. That will suffice for now. Perhaps
Indeed.
later we can get better acquainted. Once all this glorious revelry has settled down a bit and we can find a quiet spot.
Indeed, my lady.
Come. And she holds out her hand.
He takes it. He's going on a walk.
All right. So Tristra, who you recognize as Tristra,
Yeah.
I think Val would know Tristra as well.
Okay.
So, if Fran would know her since he used to be a trader, but she would not probably know him.
Probably not. No, you're too low profile.
But
Yeah,
she's
you would.
well known in the merchant world.
Mhm. At least for her non-illicit activities.
Yeah.
Only you wouldn't know about like her trafficking, but Val definitely would, just because you've been in these circles and you know that these people are terrible human beings.
Some of them aren't even human.
Mm-hmm.
Tristra leads Luca away into the middle of the floor and sort of engages in a slow dance with you, being very quiet. Meanwhile, Ifron and Val are still together, and I think by now, perhaps the attention of Reese, Lyrian, and Mick have been drawn, no?
So with Lyrian, he had noticed, he had actually, at that time when Ifron had pulled him away and all this is happening, he had gone to mingle with other people. So he has a passing knowledge of what's happening, but he's not right there.
Okay, good to know.
Ifron, seeing Luca get taken away by Lady Tristra, looks back at
The dude with the owl. I believe you mean owl guy.
Owl Guy. My bad.
That's canon now. We're changing his name.
His name's Owl Guy.
Well, that's the name that
Well,
we didn't want to be known.
His
I
name-
just
Yeah,
guessed
that
it.
what you guessed it, you guys. That's his secret name.
But he goes and says to Owl Guy, "Please, my friend, you say you are acquainted with Lady Quenberg. Perhaps we may go and find an audience. I too have met her a few times before."
I see that they're talking, and I slowly put my hand in front of Ifron's chest, and I push him back. I go, "Why, hello there. Lovely to meet your acquaintance. Lady Quenberg."
Do you not remember me, my lady?
Oh, I meet so many people every day. These jokers over here I only recently became acquainted with.
She points to Ifron, but Ifron has departed now. to
Val
go
goes,
find
"Oh, goodbye,"
Lyrian.
as you walk away. It was lovely to talk to you.
A little hand as he was walking
Oh,
away.
he waved.
Oh, yes, that's one of my compatriots. And remind me of your name. I know so many people as a social high life person.
Does
You
she
know.
sound to me like I'm used to Lady Quenberg sounding?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, all right. Can I roll an insight check on this
Please
nonsense?
do.
Okay, great. I don't remember. Oh, that's a bad roll. 10 total.
She must have come down with a cold.
Oh, all right.
You know what I say? I say, "I've come down with a cold. Please excuse the voice."
All right. I'm very sorry to hear that. But still, you come to a party.
Yes, Count Algier doesn't know I'm here, but it's a little bit of a surprise for him.
Well, he doesn't like you very much, so I imagine your presence would be a surprise regardless.
Even better.
Would you like to go see him?
Yes, perhaps. Maybe we can, maybe you can just point him out to me. I have many others to speak to before.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
You seem a little put off. Can you explain to me a little bit what's going on in your mind?
And so, Laurel, even though the voice is different than you have come to expect, and you've kind of moved past that, her mannerisms are like Lady Quenberg or Minister Quenberg in the past has been so standoffish, so disregarding of your presence in the slightest. Like, you were trash before, and
That's
now
why I don't know your name.
and now there's just like this bumbling, like, "Oh, hello" type person in front of you, and take that as you will.
I feel. I don't know if I should say what is on my mind, my lady.
Oh, please, got your tongue?
Follow the plan. Follow the plan.
Well, I don't know that Count Algier would be very amenable to you talking to him on your own, so perhaps we should go together.
Perhaps we should. Remind me of your name, though. And where we met. Really, I'm a little foggy tonight, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
6 ales in, and I can't say.
Val gives like a pained grin, like, "Yeah, I gotcha." He doesn't, but he'll pretend like he does. My name is Valentine Eventide.
Excuse me, yes, I do remember a little bit about you from our prior work together, indeed.
Tell me what you remember then.
Just that little, that you have a name.
Only that I have a name, but that you do not know what it is. So you know that about everybody, yeah?
No, there are many people I've met who don't have a name.
I've never met one of these people.
At least ones I don't care about.
And at this point, Reese, who is standing right next to Lady Quenberg, kind of puts his hand on her shoulder. "Pardon me, my lady, but I do believe he has made a very generous offer in offering us a presence with the Count. I believe we should probably do that before he gets too busy with tonight's festivities."
All right, just getting reacquainted, but onward, Valentine.
Oh, okay.
I would like to say
Yes.
that Ifran made his way back to Lyrian and had told him to, like, we're going to keep an eye on them. This person seems to know something, and they have a weird interest in us. So
I mean, we might have a weird interest in them. He just wanted someone to hang out with, and we're over here. So, remind me where I know you from.
But Ifran is sticking with Lyrian, and they're trying to blend in. You know, they grab like a couple drinks or something. And,
Easy. Great. Yeah. So as this is going on, and you've sort of made this at least plan to see the Count himself, the revelry in the middle of the room has sort of died down. On the sidelines, there's still, partaking of drink and illicit substances and all manner of things. But in the middle, it's become a bit more composed, classy even, as a quartet of strings at the base of the stairs begins to play a fine ditty, allowing the guests in the middle to sort of enter into a synchronized dance that you would have to then either go all the way around this grand ballroom or go right through, as Val would know that Count Algier would make his appearance, if he made an appearance, at the grandstand in the far back.
I will lead my new compatriots that direction. Would you like to go through the dance or around?
What would you suggest?
Isa? I don't know.
Then through, by all means, carry on.
All right. Why don't you find our paths, my lady?
And at this point, when she says, "Why don't you find our path?" Reese actually extends his hand out to Lady Quenberg and says, "We may dance through."
Reese in his, full plate armor.
Exactly.
Anyways, I've been waiting for this all night. And then we take frame, and then we're gradually going across the dance floor.
Leaving Val to just
Oh no, I have a thing I need to do as we cross through. I'm going to very subtly recast disguise self on myself.
All right.
I have a question. How,
everyone's eyes are on you, by the way.
I was gonna say, how sore thummy is Reese in his full plate armor just dancing across this floor?
As sore as a thumb could ever be.
I mean, you could do a performance check. And
that's what I was hoping you'd ask me for.
I mean, please feel free. Chris,
All right,
I'm going to require one from you as well.
All right, this is the perfect time to roll nat 20, Brett. Nobody can tell.
No, they can tell. You're just amazing at it.
12.
And Brett?
Okay, 17.
So, Quenberg has the appearance of someone not so skilled, maybe, in this finer art of dancing, at least the one of this region, but
Or very drunk.
Reese seems to have picked it up rather quickly, and though is in this massive shambling suit of armor, is quite light on his feet, and able to bring them across the dance floor speedily and courteously to the other guests, even passing by Luca and Lady Tristra in the middle. Were there any effects from your disguised self that
Well,
you
I'm
wanted
wondering
to,
if you want me to roll sleight of hand
to
see
keep
if anybody
it concealed?
notices. Yeah, my somatic components here.
Somatic.
Yes, with advantage.
Oh, okay. Here we go. That's 2 crit fails.
Are you joking?
Are you serious?
That's a 1 and a 1, both of them.
I must have used all the luck when I rolled the 2 nat 20s earlier.
Holy smokes.
Oh, yeah, that was not subtle at all.
That's never happened in the in my life.
Halfway through speaking the magic words.
Everyone looks.
So, as Val is performing this spell on himself, why don't you tell us, Laurel, exactly what Ifran and Lyrian see as they're looking directly at you?
Yeah. You wouldn't see any specific change in his appearance, but you would definitely see him moving his hands and speaking the words to his spell. Nothing appears to change, but that's what happened.
And I'd say, Lyrian, even with your limited knowledge of intent, I think both of you would probably catch on that this was magic of some sort.
Oh, with 2 crit fails, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I call upon the powers that be.
It's more like, actually, he just stops in the middle of the floor and goes, "Shoot, I forgot to recast my spell." And just waves his hands everywhere immediately.
Perfect. Wow. So Ifran and Lyrian have caught on.
No kidding.
Awesome.
Lyrian looks to Ifran. Did you catch that?
Who did it?
All right. So, Luca, as they pass you by, do you disengage with Lady Trystra, or are you continuing to dance with them?
I don't actually know where they're going, so I continue to dance with Trystra. But this might be important. How is my head, as we're moving, I'm assuming it's kind of like a circular bit, like most dances. As we're moving in this, is it getting worse as I approach a certain area, or better, or is it changing at all?
Once you're in the middle of the room, it's kind of just a constant pounding, throbbing burn.
Oh, okay, so it like hurts uber bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then about halfway through the dance, you see Luca. He stops rather abruptly, definitely getting out of step, stepping on Lady Tristra's toe, actually. And he turns to me and he says, "My deepest apologies. Something appears to have gotten to me. I must... this pounding does not stop. I need to go and compose myself. Something appears to be wrong here. Just a moment."
Please, sir, you cannot leave the dance so abruptly. You embarrass me.
They're already dancing around us. So Luke says, you have my deepest apologies. However, I must go. Hopefully, I can see you again, milady.
I would not count on it.
That's okay. You don't need to see me. I just need to see you.
So on the far side of the room, you have now moved past the quartet. Reese, Val, and Mick, you no longer have to be sort of dancing to blend in with this flare. But
if we
you're
want
now...
to?
Then feel
I'm
free.
just kidding.
But you're now at the base of these stairs that sort of go up and converge.
Here we are. This is where, if the Count is going to make an appearance tonight, he will make it here.
What do you suppose we do in the meantime?
What do we usually do, my lady?
I'm sure we will. But really, I am very foggy tonight. What do we do?
Chris, I'm going to have you roll for performance, because Mick is, like, at the end of it.
Okay, you should have, like...
I have no idea what's going
taken
on.
a couple shots or something. Just, like, alcohol on the breath.
Oh my heavens to Betsy. Guess what this is?
A nat 20?
No. I can't do math, remember? It's 23.
Okay. I won't speak for Val, but at least to the other party guests who you may have in these moments drawn the attention of, they just wave you off as another inebriated noble partygoer.
Sweet.
At this moment then, at least by Ifron and Lyrian, you are approached by someone. As there's sort of these standing tables, arrayed around the edges of the room that you've sort of congregated by, and this gentleman walks up to you. He seems to be wearing clothes that are unbecoming of this event. It's more like a long robe. There's a chain belt around his waist, another one around his neck, upon which there are different charms sort of dangling about, making quite a commotion every time he takes a step. Even though you can see down to his feet, he's wearing plain sandals. And he stops at your table, and he says, "Hello there. I've been looking forward to meeting both of you and your friends for quite some time."
I'm afraid I am at a loss. I do not believe we have met, friend.
Yes, I'm sorry I have you at a disadvantage. Allow me to introduce myself. My name, and right before he is able to actually say his name, there is a great fanfare of trumpets inside, which is an asinine thing to do, as it echoes throughout this hall and is positively deafening. But it serves its purpose at gathering everyone's attention to the grandstand at the top of the stairs. And you see a very well-dressed cavalcade of servants and people who have assembled in a straight line across the top of these stairs. As they slowly begin to descend, forming a wedge fanning outwards to then block the lower stairs from, reaching where that is, you see a figure, a man, in fact, in a wheelchair, being pushed by what seems to be a Demlik woman. She's very tall, gray-skinned, blonde hair, flashing, almost pink eyes, and she pushes this man in the wheelchair to the very top of the stairs, where he stops. This man is exactly how Val described him before. He is quite grotesque in his features. He's a bit rotund, but that's not what makes him so. His skin is pocked and covered in these strange boils. Oily, greasy hair kind of matted on top of his head and pushed to one side haphazardly. his good leg sticking straight out in front of him, kind of like, when you're in a cast, but he's not in a cast. His other one, a stump with a metal contraption fixed to the end of it, large rivets going into his skin where it looks like there's almost pus leaking out from them. Grotesque did not even really begin to describe it.
With Lyrian's background in research and in medicine, can he tell if this is caused by some kind of ailment?
Roll for intelligence then. Or rather, investigation.
25.
A myriad of diseases have probably plagued this man earlier in his life, and probably up until this point as well. You can't quite say maybe how the leg was lost, or the exact cause of these lesions and boils on his skin, or the scars that have remained from past ones. You do know that this man, at the very least, is dying.
Luca, who he wandered off the dance floor. He was very, he was kind of throbbing. Hears these thundering trumpets, does not help the pounding in his head, and he turns. Does anything change as far as the feeling as he looks directly at Algier?
You actually hear audible words in your head, in the same voice as before when you had encountered the mural in that cave almost a week and a half ago, was it? A good while ago, at least. And it says,
There. Him.
Luca basically pushes aside the pain and now has an intense amount of determination. Is there any way, so as everyone's attention is focused on Algier, maybe he's going to say something, not sure, is there any way around the staircase that was going up?
Not conventionally, no, but yes, you could potentially climb the wall. It has this like molding and fittings that are all ornately arranged that could possibly serve as handholds and footholds.
Okay, so you see Luca. He sprints off toward the area with the moldings that he could conceivably climb.
Either side.
Either side. So it says on the right side, just sure, if we need to know that. He sprints up to the moldings. He kicks off his boots to try to make less sound. And he is going to try to climb this wall as quickly as possible while people's attention has been forced on Algier.
Roll for stealth and athletics.
Okay.
I have a spell that I would like to cast when I have a moment.
Let's go athletics first. Should have gone with the other one. Well, let's do stealth real quick, and then I'll. No. That's because I'm going to change what's going to happen. Because I'm not going to let you dictate this one. I'm going to dictate it, depending on what I do with stealth here. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, so I got a 2 in athletics, but I got a 25 on stealth. So I'm going to tell you something that happens, and if you think it is not appropriate, that's fine. But
You very sneakily get winded.
no. As Luca, he sees him, he locks on, he hears the voice, and he's like, okay, there. And you see him, he starts, he sprints over there, and he starts climbing up. As he puts his hands on the wall to begin to climb, he just feels the pain just kind of comes back rushing to him, and he collapses down, he falls onto his knees, holding his head for a moment, while he tries to sort of fight against it to gain control of himself.
So just to be clear, you didn't make it up.
I did not make it up, no.
Good.
No. I put one hand, and then I was like, oh my gosh!
Val would like to cast Detect Thoughts on who he thinks is Lady Quenberg.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
Cast away.
Cast away. So, I mean, I have to, do that. I don't know that he would... No, I want to roll sleight of hand just to make sure. If we can disguise this one, we're going to give it a shot. 17 for sleight of hand. And I learn the surface thoughts, unless I want to probe deeper, which right now I don't until I know what I know.
So then, yeah, Chris, your thoughts are revealed, at least surface level.
I'm thinking about Count Algier in his state and wondering if what we're going to do is appropriate at this time.
Oh, I want to probe deeper.
I think you should be thinking about the purple suit that one guy was
Oh my
wearing.
gosh, that guy's amazing. Where is he?
Okay, Chris, make a wisdom saving throw.
I got 11.
Oh, that's a fail. My spell saves a 16.
All right, so Val is able to more deeply see your thoughts.
I gain insight into your reasoning, your emotional state, something that looms large in your mind.
So my emotional state, I'm perplexed and I'm a little nervous because I didn't know that this was going to be the case. And I didn't know what Count Algier even looked like or his state or anything. So I'm nervous. But on the surface, I look calm.
Why are you nervous? That's what I'm probing for.
I mean, she definitely knows your plans. Val knows your plans.
To
Yes.
kill
Laurel.
him.
Yeah.
To
You
court him.
you also know now that I read your mind.
So I know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I look at you like with like wide-eyed and a little nervous and a little scared.
I smile. What is your plan?
What is my plan? I'll tell you what my plan is. What is your plan? What are you doing here? Why are you taking interest in me?
Well, to be frank, my lady, you've never been this friendly to me before, so that was exciting. But also, I came here tonight to learn more about the Count. And you yourself seem to have taken quite an interest in him.
I know all I need to know. No, I don't. What do you know?
Mick's just breaking down.
Are you all right?
Tell me what you do know of the Count. And perhaps I could be of service to you.
Well, what I know is potentially hearsay, which is why I wanted to verify. The rumors is that I think we all know that he is not exactly a nice man, that he has engaged in perhaps illicit activities, and if that is the case, well, we will have to do something about that, won't we?
You read my mind.
Yes, I did, didn't I?
That was an expression. I'm just kidding.
but also, yes.
Yes. Okay, well, what are we going to do about this?
Well, before you can sort of continue your dialogue here, the woman that is with the Count speaks up, speaking through a sort of trumpet device that amplifies her voice throughout the grand hall. And she says, "The Honorable Count Algier, for your pleasure." And then she gives a very ornate bow and wheels the Count a little forward to the edge of the stairs. And he says, "My friend, there are many of you that are gathered here today who have worked with me for many years, who have suffered with me and bled with me. But now, in your midst, in what I dare say may be my final days, I am drawn to a sense of compassion for those that I have wronged, for the outside world, beyond my borders. I have given you this last hurrah, this last night of your lives to enjoy yourselves. But as I bid adieu to this world, I would be remiss if I did not bring my closest friends with me." And at the end of that sentence, doors open on every side of the hall, and streaming out to form a perimeter and ushering the guests into the middle of this grand hall are armored guards carrying halberds. And if anyone is keen enough to peek outside to sort of the, fairgrounds in the square, the torches have been doused, the tents have been taken down, and whatever guests were still outside lie in their own blood face down in the dirt. And Count Algier speaks up again and he says, "Please, entertain me with one final dance."